Assalamualaikum. I hope you're all doing well. We are Team 6, and today we are presenting our theory. So, our topic set theory. Our group members are Manal Sueb, um, Aidan Naveed, Hamna Malik, Kurat, and Arup. My name is Arup Fatma, and I will explain the introduction of set theory. So, before understanding set theory, let's first understand what a set actually is. Imagine I ask you to make a list of all the students present in this class. We can easily do that because we know exactly who is present and who is not. But if I ask you to make a list of all beautiful students in the classroom, then everyone might give a different answer because everyone have their own perspective. This is where the idea of a set comes from. So a set is simply a collection of objects that is clear and well defined. For example, if I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is a set because we can clearly tell which numbers belong to it. Similarly, you can see on the slide, you can P is equal to Punjab, Sindh, Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Balochistan. This is also a set because everyone agrees that these are the provinces of Pakistan. Now, there is one important phrase in the definition, and that is well defined. Well defined means there should be no confusion. For example, the provinces of Pakistan form a set because we know exactly which provinces belong to Pakistan. But if I say the set of beautiful flowers, then that is not well defined because everyone like different kinds of flowers and everyone have their own different opinions. Another important thing to remember is that the order of elements does not matter in a set. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 3, 2, 1 are same, because it contain the same number of elements. Now let's see how sets are represented. First is the roster method. The example is given. This method is easy when the set contains only a few elements. The second method is called set builder method. Instead of writing all elements, we describe a rule. For example, example given, this means that A contains all natural numbers less than 6. If we write those numbers, we will again get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So both methods represent the same set, but in different ways. In real life, sets are used everywhere. Like universities can create sets of students, hospitals can create sets of patients, and so to conclude with, a set is a well-defined collection of objects, and we can represent sets using the roster method and the set builder method. These basic ideas help us understand all the other concepts of set theory. So these are the fundamental types of sets. First is the empty sets. Empty sets contain no elements. We represented it by phi, and there is a finite set. A finite set has a limited countable number of elements, and infinite set has unlimited uncounted elements. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, like. And singleton cell contains only one element in which only one element is present, like B is equal to 7. And the universal set contains all elements under consideration, all students in the class. Thank you. That's my part, and now Aida will explain.
So I'm Aida Naveed and I'm going to discuss the basic set operations that we can do on different sets. First of all, we have union, where union gives us a set which is a combination which contains all the elements from set A and set B. So the special thing about union is that if an element is repeated in set A and in set B, we only write it once instead of writing it twice. So for example, if we have one set 1, 2, and 3, and we have another set which is 3, 4. So the union is going to give us 1, 2, and 4. It is not good 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is not going to write 3 twice. Okay. The intersection is where we only get the elements which are in both in A and in B. So it will give us the common elements between both the sets. For these examples, A 1, 2, and 3 and B 3 and 4, the intersection is only going to be 3. Okay, so the set difference. The set difference gives us, if we have set difference A minus B, then it will give us only the elements which are elements that are in A but are not in B. So, for example, we have these two sets, and 1, 2, 3 is in A, and 3 and 4 is in B. Because 3 is in B as well, so it is not going to be written in the set difference of A and B. The answer for A and B, A minus B, is going to be only 1 and 2, excluding the element 3, because it is a part of B set. Okay. For complement, we have a universal set and any set that we want to take complement of. So a universal set is a set that consists of of a lot of numbers from which we can make different sets. So, for example, for here we can have a universal set which is the 10 natural numbers, 10 first natural numbers, and we have from the first 10 natural numbers the set A, which is 1, 2, and 3. The complement for this set A would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It will not be 1, 2, and 3. So it will be everything. So it will be a set of all the elements in universal set, excluding those that are elements of set A. Okay. So the union gives us a combination of all the sets elements. Intersection gives us only those elements which are in both the sets, and set difference gives us elements of one set which are not a part of the other set. Complement gives us all the elements which are universal but are not in A. So we also have another operation which is cardinality. Cardinality represents the number of elements in any set. So here for this one, we have 1, 2, and 3. The cardinality is going to be 3. And for this one is going to be 2. Cardinality of B is going to be 2. And A is going to be 3. These sets are used in various real life examples, and they are used to inform us about a lot of statistics and things. So, for example, intersection is a feature. There's a feature on Instagram and Facebook which allows us to see our mutual friends with other people. So this is based by using intersection, where intersection finds out the common followers which we have and another person has, and then it gives us a set of mutual friends. These are the friends that are also friends of B person and also friends of A person. And so a worked example that we have for all these sets is related to the number of students which join different types of sport activities in their from their classroom. So we have set A, which is football, cricket, and hockey. Set B, which is football, hockey, and tennis. The union between A and B will give us cricket, football, hockey, tennis. And the intersection will give us only those sports which are common in both the sets. So those sports are football and hockey. The difference gives us all the sports which are in A but are not in B. So it's going to minus the intersection part, and it's only going to leave us with cricket. The difference between B and A is going to be all the sets of B, excluding the intersection of A and B. So football and hockey are going to be excluded, and we're going to be left with tennis. The cardinality of union itself is a new set. So we're going to find the cardinality of union, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 elements in the union of A and B. Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Hamna Malik. Today I will explain the set relations between sets. In set theory, relation between sets describe how two or more sets interact to compare and share elements with one another. First, I will explain subset. Every element of set A is also in set B. It means every element of A is subset of set B if every single element of set A, but if every single element in set A is also found inside the set B. In other words, we can say set A is completely contained all the elements of set B. In this example, you can see 1, 2, 3 in set B and 1, 2 in set A. Set B contains all the elements in set B. Next is proper subset. A set A is a proper subset of set B if A is a subset of B, but then they are not equal. This means set B must contain at least one element that is not in set A. Set A is strictly smaller than set B. In this example, you can see A is not equal to B. A contains 1, 2, and B contains 1, 2, and 3. A is strictly smaller than B. In equal sets, two sets are equal, containing same element but in different order. A and B contain exactly the same elements but in different order. Disjoint of sets. Two sets are disjoints if there are absolutely no element is in common. You can see A contains 1, 3, and 5, and B contains 2, 4, and 6. The elements are totally different, so they are this is disjoint set. In power set, the collection of all possible subsets of A. पावर सेट में सबसे पहले हमें एक फॉर्मूला दिया गया 2n. जब भी हमने किसी सेट का पावर सेट लेना होता है तो हम उसके एलिमेंट्स को 2 की पावर में रख देते हैं. तो उसके बाद वो जैसे अब इसके अंदर ए सेट में है 1, 2, वी हैव 1 and 2 इन सेट ए, सो वी apply the formula 2 square is equal to 4. 4 combinations are formed from it. The collection of all possible sets of set A. If A is equal to n, then P is equal to A, and PA is equal to 2n. Here is a clear example of power set. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Kutlan Irfan. Today I am here to discuss Venn diagrams and applications. तो Venn diagram basically जो यूज होती है वो सेट्स के रिलेशनशिप को एक ग्राफिक वे में शो करने के लिए यूज होती है. तो फॉर एग्जांपल जब हमें दो सेट्स का रिलेशन शो करना होता है तो हम उसे ज्योमेट्रिक वे में वेन डायग्राम के थ्रू शो कर सकते हैं. जो हम सबसे ज्यादा कॉमन शेप वेन डायग्राम के लिए यूज होती है ज्योमेट्रिक में वो होती है सर्कल. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल जब हमने जो ईच सर्कल होता है ईच सर्कल represent different sets. For example, if there is two circles, then these two circles represent two different sets. And the area that is overlapped is the common area that is showing the relationship between sets. So उसके बाद ऑपरेशन मेड वियर्स. फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे अब यहाँ पे हमने यूनियन चेक करना है तो हमारे पास एक सेट ए है एक सेट बी है. उसमें जो होगा दरम्यान में जो एरिया ओवरलैप होगा वो हमें उसका जो शो करेगा वो होगा उसका यूनियन. फॉर एग्जांपल जो ए में है वो बी में है तो वो कॉमन हमें दरम्यान में शो हो जाएगा. अब हम इसकी रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल्स देखेंगे. सबसे पहले इसमें बहुत ज्यादा रियल लाइफ के एग्जांपल्स आते हैं लेकिन जो हमने इधर डिस्कस किए हैं वो है. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हमारे पास एक क्लास में 50 स्टूडेंट्स हैं और उसमें से 30 स्टूडेंट्स क्रिकेट खेलते हैं 30 स्टूडेंट्स फुटबॉल प्ले करते हैं और 10 जो है वो बोथ में है. तो उसको हमने अगर सेट के थ्रू लाइक वेन डायग्राम के थ्रू रिप्रेजेंट करना है तो हम उसमें दो सर्कल यूज करेंगे. एक सर्कल जो है वो क्रिकेट को शो करेगा और सेकेंड वन जो है वो फुटबॉल को शो करेगा. जो क्रिकेट वाला अब जैसे हमने इधर कहा कि 10 जो है वो बोथ को कर रहे हैं तो हम दो सर्कल बनाएंगे लेकिन जो उसमें एरिया ओवरलैप करेगा ना वो एरिया हमारा होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे जो हमारे पास ये 10 है ये हमारा ओवरलैपिंग एरिया है. तो ये हमारा यूनियन होगा. ये सेट ए है और ये सेट बी हो गया हमारा और ये इसका ओवरलैपिंग एरिया. फॉर एग्जांपल ये इसका यूनियन है. और जो हम इसका लाइक फॉर्मूला यूज करते हैं अगर हमें ए यूनियन बी निकालना हो लाइक हमने वो निकालना हो तो उसमें हम सबसे पहले सेट ए प्लस सेट बी करेंगे एंड फिर उसमें से हम जो उसका इंटरसेक्शन वाला एरिया होगा ना हम उसमें वो माइनस कर देंगे. जो उन दोनों में लाइक जो ए में भी आ रहा हो और बी में भी आ रहा हो तो हम उसमें से माइनस कर देंगे तो हमारे पास जो है वो टोटल आ जाएगा. और इवेंट डायग्राम जो है वो मोस्टली वो इसी चीज के लिए यूज होती है कि लाइक हमने सिर्फ सेट्स के रिलेशनशिप को अगर हमने अपने ज्योमेट्रिक वे में शो करना हो क्योंकि और कोई इसका प्रोसेस नहीं है जिसके थ्रू हम वेन डायग्राम के अलावा किसी भी प्रोसेस के थ्रू हम शो कर सकें. थैंक यू.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Manal Fib, and today I will tell you about laws of set theory. First is the competitive law. It means that the order of set does not matter. For example, A union B is same as B union A. If we combine set A and set B, the answer will be the same even if we type B first. Second is associative law. It means that grouping does not matter. For example, if we have three sets A, B, and C, then we can group them in any way, but the final answer will remain the same. This is useful when we are working with more than two sets. The third is distributive law. It is similar to multiplication, distribution, and algebra. It shows how union and intersection work together. For example, A intersection B union C means we first combine B and C and then find common elements with A. The most important law is De Morgan's law. It explains relationship between union, intersection, and complement. One rule is A union B whole complement is equals to A complement and action B complement. The elements which are not in A or B are the same as the elements which are not in A and also not in B. Summary and conclusion. So in summary, set theory helps us organize information in a clear way. Set operations like union, intersection, difference, and complement help us solve real life problems. Venn diagrams make these ideas easy to understand visually. Set theory is also useful in mathematics, computer science, databases, programming, and statistics. Thank you very much for your attention.